I am DYANAROZAY, and I bring a unique commentary to your favorite reality TV shows and whatever is popping on social media. If you are not a subscriber, please become one. Hit that notification bell too, that way you don't miss any of my videos. I go by DYANAROZAY on all platforms, and I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the channel. Welcome. Happy, what is today? Wednesday? Happy Wednesday, y'all. And prayers to everybody that is out there in Florida, especially in Tampa. I have been praying for y'all for ever since they said this was going down. So I am still praying for you. Okay. This is a crazy watching the events that is being shown on the news and in social media. But welcome, everybody. I appreciate all of y'all joining me this evening for the Hot Tops. Y'all know what to do if you can hear the sound of my voice. Please, pretty please, put your city, state, country, island, wherever you are from into the chat so that I can give you a shout out real quick and we can get things started, okay? Also, welcome to Miss Lady D Keys, who is here volunteering her time to be a moderator. So thank you very much, ma'am. I appreciate you. Come on in. What's up, Philly? Let's see y'all. I see y'all. What is up? Review Hour. Make sure y'all follow her at her YouTube channel. Thank you very much. What's up? Clone in the house. Clone is my sister. We got the same mama, same daddy, child. So welcome, Clone. Thank you for, she's also a moderator. Thank you for volunteering your time today. Come on in. I see you. Who else we got? Come on. I see Seattle, Memphis, Long Beach. Come on in. Welcome. Kansas, welcome. See you. Cleveland, what's up, my Ohio family? St. Louis, New York, New Orleans, Nolens, come on in. Yes, y'all, come on in. What's up, Florida? Welcome. All right, y'all. So, anywho, I hope y'all had a good day. I had a crazy day, actually. I'm not feeling that well, but I said I was going to do this video anyway, just because, you got to keep up with the good habits, okay? But yeah, please bear with me, please and thank you, so that we can get these things started. I'm trying to decide, should I keep these glasses on because they help block out the crazy light, or take them off? Maybe take them off for now. I'll take them off for now. Anyway, y'all, we're just going to get it started, okay? Because I think it's going to be a slow night for me. But I am going to do my best, okay? So we're going to start with the blind item like we always do, okay? So I'm going to put up the question first, and then we'll get you guys to guess what the answer is. And I'll keep pushing the answer on the screen, okay? Or putting your city and state on the screen. Let me take myself down. So here's a question. This major, I put cell, but it should say cell phone. This major cell phone company have left thousands of customers without service and is expected to be even worse next month. Who is it? Who is it? Okay, we do have a correct answer on the screen. The correct answer is Verizon. What's up, Rose? Rose got it correct. Verizon, you guys. Apparently on Monday, thousands of people were without service. And this is a crazy part. So you see thousands report issues with Verizon cell phone service on Monday morning, okay? And Verizon said that there was a earlier brief issue with the landlines. How is that possible? But anyway, let's continue because this could be an even bigger problem. Because what's going on next month, y'all? See this? After a week after experiencing widespread network issues, and I think that this happened a little bit earlier, they are now saying that thousands without service on Monday. Verizon said that there'll be a brief, but they were able to fix it. And then check this out. This is coming out of The Hill. The Hill is a political magazine. In case you did not know, they said more than inconvenient, wink, wink, preparing for a cellular outage on election day. Basically, this article is saying they feel like there's something shady going on where they're seeing if they can knock out towers at a certain time. And if this is true, this is what is being predicted. They're saying that everybody, of course, got their smartphones attached to their hips. Of course, right? We use them for everything, looking for our polling places and things like that. And they're saying that it's probably going to affect thousands of voters, people who will not be able to find their polling places because things change, rides for the elderly. Y'all know that a lot of people get picked up or they need to call for a ride to get to the polling place. And they're saying that they think this is going to be super difficult for organizers and other people who is trying to work the election. So just an FYI, pay attention. If you can vote early, you should vote early. Okay. So that is the blind item. That is the blind item. Thank you. Don't forget to be respectful to the host and to the chat. Please and thank you. Absolutely. Okay. All right. Let's get to these hot tops real quick, y'all. We're going to start with the first one. I don't know if you are a T.I. fan or not. Y'all know Tiny and T.I. won millions, actually over $70 million just 2 weeks ago. They were into it with MGM, who had made replicas, look like a Brat doll, but they said it was the OMG Girls, which is their daughter and some young ladies that was in a singing group that Tiny was managing. And anyway, they won in court. I think it went to court maybe 3 or 4 times. And they weren't able to, get it all the way through the system, but they had a little bit of money that made them a lot of money, $71 million. And T.I. has just announced today that he will no longer be performing after, I think it's called the Jingle Ball. He said that's the last time he is going to perform. The host was asking, why? What's going on? He said, I got enough money. I don't ever have to work again. Talk about guys, okay? I would love for that to happen to me, child. He said, I got enough money. I never have to work again, and I am taking advantage of it. When I first heard that him and, Tiny had won that money, or Tiny and him, I'm sure they're going to give some money to the kids and everything. But my first thought was, having that amount of money hit you all at once, will you be able to, stay together as a married couple? Because y'all know they've had some ups and downs. Not that I'm wishing anything bad, but when you have all that money at your fingertips all at once, you know what I'm saying? Are you going to be able to do everything you want to do with each other? Or are you going to be able to say, let's just go on ahead and split this and go our separate ways? But he's right now saying he's done with the music industry. He's no longer performing, which means that he's going to be at home. And you know what happens when people are at home all the time? They get on each other's damn nerves. Okay. That's really what happens. Let's see. Good for him. He can spread the wealth. I could use some ducats. Who can't? I got my daughter the OMG doll. Well, you got that daughter the OMG doll. And I think it's MGM had to pay out over $70 million to T.I. and Tiny. So check that out. Just in case, child, if y'all want to watch his last performance, it's going to be the Jingle Ball. Y'all can look that up on Google and see what it's about. But he said no more for him. And he said he meant it. He's never coming back. Okay. Let's talk about a new subject. Y'all know we have been burning this fire with conversation about P. Diddy, but we're going to talk about him a little more. Because y'all remember this guy with the green eyes, DeVante Swing from Jodeci? Well, apparently he has been named in a new lawsuit as a co-defendant alongside Diddy for an alleged assault of a minor in 1990. So yeah, that's awful. We have been waiting to see who else would be named in these suits. And right now, DeVante is up. They said that there's a lot of people who know that they may be named celebrities who have already been making offers, financial offers, payments to the victims. Well, y'all know that DeVante and the rest of Jodeci might not have it quite like that. So they have already announced him as a person who will be facing these charges right alongside Diddy. Let me read y'all a little bit. This is coming from the Neighborhood Talks. They said more details continue to spill as the Diddy lawsuits pile up. In the latest update, a member of the legendary group, 90s R&B group, Jodeci, has been named in a lawsuit against Diddy and Aaron Hall. So he's the other person that's been named, okay? A lawsuit from Liza Gardner was announced back in November of last year against Diddy and a singer, Aaron Hall, and she accused the two of assaulting her in 1990. So I think that's the one who had her picture. I think it was covered at the beginning, and then they asked for her to be uncovered. But they said that she was 16 years old and highly intoxicated. In a now amended complaint, Gardner has also added DeVante Swing into the bunch as a co-defendant, and she claims that the R&B group member was present at Aaron Hall's home where she allegedly was assaulted. Not only was he at the home, but in the actual room when it happened to her. So she said that he watched and participated. Okay. I have a little story to tell y'all about Jodeci in a minute. Anyway, it goes on to say that Gardner's claim is that Swing stood and watched without interruption as Diddy forcefully raped her after pulling her undies down and, getting things done. Unbeknownst to Gardner at the time, the defendant, DeVante, was also in the room, and then he took his turn. Yikes. Hold on, I have to read through this just a little bit to make sure I'm not going to say anything wrong. According to another woman, he was leaning against the wall or the furniture or something, watching everything that P. Diddy was doing to Gardner at the time. In the same complaint, Gardner says that DeVante believed to be about 20 or 21 at the time. Yikes, making him a few months older than Diddy. And she's basically saying that that's what happened. And then after all of that, Aaron Hall, 26 at the time, barged into the room, pinned her down, and then also followed the other two. Okay. That is horrible. That is horrible. Let's see what y'all got to say. Absolutely. Not DeVante Swing. Yep, DeVante Swing. So sad. So yes, if this happened, these men were and are. Yeah, and you saw the ages. So he was 20 or 21, and she said that Diddy was about 21 as well. Aaron Hall about 26. Now, I've heard some stories about Aaron Hall before, but I was a part of that whole, 1990s music scene. I went to a Jodeci concert back in the day, and listen, those boys used to be toe up, okay? Every single one of them, toe up. And I remember we were in this concert. They asked some of the girls to come on stage. We were way in the back, but the girls came on stage, and I swear to y'all, they were singing. And I don't know which one of them now, but one of them grabbed the girl and pushed her down to kneel in front of them. And he tried to make her give him an oral favor on the stage. And I was there with two of my friends. We ended up leaving the concert early. We were like, what are we watching? Oh my God. And we literally walked out of the concert because of it. But yeah, that happened, child. It was disgusting. Let's see. Yeah, so that was, I don't know, anybody who remembers the 90s? Anybody remember the 2000s, the video vixen days, all of those things? Y'all know that a lot of stuff happened back in the day. A lot of things happened, and I'm sure people probably thought you were far enough away from this that you would never have to answer to some of these horrible things, but you do. Okay. And then here's another P. Diddy story, just in case y'all didn't know, Diddy's mom and his twin daughters both visited him in jail the other day. So a lot of people are just keeping an eye on him and the daughters and the girls. So with everything that he's being accused of, his daughters did go and visit. Okay, we're going to move into the next story. Let's talk about Justin Bieber real quick, because that was crazy. Hold on. See what we got for Bieber. So y'all, I'm not sure what is going on with my feed. Every day for the last couple of days, it has been, it's moving really weird, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Let's see. They called Aaron Hall the nasty man, so not surprised. Yeah, the nasty man. I think that one of his baby mothers, I think she said she was 16 when she first met him. She said she did lie about her age, but she said there's no way you couldn't have known that I was only 16 years old. And, she just got caught up in the whole situation. But she talks about that pretty much all the time. It's a story that everybody hears. So anyway, talking about the Biebs, if y'all didn't know, there's been a couple of stories about Justin Bieber possibly being a victim of P. Diddy. He was very young. He went to one of those camps like Usher did. I think it was some sort of camp to get you ready to be a star. Diddy was, the facilitator of all of this. And they were bringing in lots of young men and women so that he could cultivate their star. Well, a lot of stories were going out here saying that Justin was a part of that and horrible things happened to him. And initially, he had made a statement to the press, it sounds like, saying something to the extent of what's going on. I didn't have this experience, things like that. Now it looks like he may have had a change of tune, where he is basically saying that he wants to be kept completely out of any accusation that has to do with Diddy. Allegation. According to this article I'm reading out of Jasmine Brand, they're saying that Justin is completely disgusted by the scandal and that he has been advised to stay away from anything related to Diddy. And he wants nothing to do with the disgraced musician. He also says that he's having some mental challenges of his own. Even though he just welcomed a new baby with his wife, he said he's just trying to stay at home, welcome his new baby, love on his new baby. And he said he doesn't want to have anything else to do with Diddy. No comments, no anything. He is also denying that he knew anything about Diddy's history. He said, I had no idea any of these things were taking place. And it's very hard to process the allegations that are being said about him. So check that out. He's walking all the way away from what people are saying about Diddy and him. Okay. Let's see. Naturally Be Yourself said, I walked out of an R. Kelly concert for the same reason. Yes, I also went to an R. Kelly concert. Now, none of that happened on the stage, but he did have girls dancing in cages, and one of them was his ex-wife. Okay. So I do remember her being on stage, but yeah, it was a raunchy time back in those days. You had to know how to take care of yourself if you was a woman out there, going to these concerts and in the street, because it was a different environment, and you really don't even know what you lived through until you've lived through it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, moving on, let's get to the next topic. Let's talk about Snoop Dogg. I don't know if y'all have been paying attention, but Snoop Dogg's name has been coming up a lot in these allegations, saying that he's going to be the next one to get a whole slew of charges put on him for things that may have happened similar to Diddy. Okay. Basically him and his entourage assaulting and attacking women. Okay, so a lot of people have been saying that. And then this story came out today that Snoop Dogg had his, you see it right there, 1993 arrest, where he was on trial fighting for his life officially sealed and that the petition was granted in February 2024. Now, a lot of people are curious why he would have taken those steps so late. Like, why are you doing this right now? And people are suggesting that he's trying to clean up some things so that if charges do start moving forward against him, those records, that record from 1993 will be sealed and won't be a part of any of his history. Okay, so they're saying that he made the necessary steps earlier this year, 2024 in February, to ensure that his rocky legal past becomes ancient history. Snoop asked a judge to seal the record way back in January. It was actually signed off on in late February, and now nobody has access to that arrest record and the court trial, so everything that went down. The trial actually was huge news. As most of y'all know, Snoop was still a budding superstar and infamously got arrested following a passionate MTV Awards performance where he actually sang the song. M was the case that they gave me. Y'all remember that rap song? But anyway, he walked out them MTV Music Awards and yeah, he was thrown right into the pokey. So yeah, and that was a pretty popular song. Anyway, he ended up getting off. And y'all remember him holding his hands to his face in prayer. And he literally said, "Today my life changes. I will never do anything else, be caught up with anybody else." He worked to get from under Suge Knight and everybody. He didn't want to be a part of the scene anymore. But they are saying right now that he probably got that case sealed. He probably got that case sealed in order to keep it closed from any of these new charges, possible new charges that will be following suit. And if y'all follow that lady, I think her name is Sloan. She's a psychic. She has also been screaming his name all over social media. I'm surprised that he has not shut her down with a lawsuit, but she's been screaming his name all over social media, him and a few other rappers. Okay. So we're going to keep an eye on this. Hopefully Snoop is, he ain't dirty like this. I'm hoping. And I do believe that over the summer, his wife was just coming from some sort of sickness. They did not announce what it was, but she definitely looked like she was recovering from something. She had lost a whole lot of weight, y'all. A whole lot of weight. Yep, he said, "I'm innocent. I'm innocent." That's right. That's right. You start singing about that stuff, and all of a sudden you show up in a courtroom. That's what's going on with YSL right now. Right now. Okay. Let's move on. I'm going to put this picture up. Y'all recognize these people? Okay. The lady at the bottom, that is Jaguar Wright. The one at the top, the guy, the man, it is Piers Morgan. Jay-Z and Beyonce are in the middle, and right there on the left side, that is Jay-Z and Beyonce's lawyer. Okay. Child, the other day, Piers Morgan had a sit down. He brought on Vlad TV. He brought on Jaguar Wright, and he had on a lawyer. I think her name is Alicia Kidd. Alicia Kidd is making a name for herself all over these news sites. She is actually representing a few victims against Diddy right now. And she was also brought in to help negotiate a fee for one of those videos. Okay, so a client of hers who's in the video is trying to negotiate a fee. Okay, or the victim is trying to negotiate a fee with the client, with the perpetrator, the person who did it. Either way, she is all over the place, and she was also a part of Piers Morgan's platform. Now, Jaguar, if y'all did not hear, I'm not going to say everything, but she said basically she was around for all of the tomfoolery back in the day. She said Diddy is a monster. She named a bunch of people, but she also said that Jay-Z and Beyonce have also done some things. Her quote exactly was, "They're a nasty little couple who does nasty little things." And then she went on to make some really horrible accusations against them. Now, after she did it, Piers Morgan said, "Listen, they're not here to defend themselves. This is all alleged." Okay. But the lawyer, Alicia Kidd, came up and said, Jaguar Wright needs to lawyer up today. She needs to lawyer up. She said some things that is definitely going to get her in trouble, and she should not be making those kind of accusations against anybody. So this is a lawyer who didn't even represent Jay-Z and Beyonce, and she straight up said, after you just said that, you're definitely going to have some problems. Well, Jay-Z and Beyonce's lawyer has now been doing his rounds, his press conference with a few people. And he basically said what happened on Piers Morgan's channel. He said what the letter that was sent to him wasn't a nice little courtesy, if you wouldn't mind. He said it was a see you in court, and everything that Jaguar said is going to be a problem for her in the future. So they are literally threatening legal action across the board. Okay. And I don't even want to play that part because I don't know if that's going to have a hit on it, but I can tell you that Piers Morgan did come out and give a nice little apology saying that he did receive a letter from Beyonce and Jay-Z's lawyer, that his team, because his actual show is called Uncensored. He said, even though we're called Uncensored, we will be cutting that part out of our show. So they cut all of Jaguar's part out of the show. Okay. Just an FYI. And I said that the other day. I said, this is some nasty work on Jaguar's part. I'm not going to repeat everything because I already know that some suits are coming. But Jay-Z and Beyonce's lawyers said they're not taking this lightly. And basically any platform that has pushed Jaguar's narrative on their platforms will be receiving notices, according to Beyonce and Jay-Z's lawyer. So I'm just going to put out that blanket statement. Any platform that has pushed that narrative, he said it was dangerous and that they would, if they see it, if they hear it, you'll be the next in line to receive that paperwork. Okay. So yeah, that's crazy stuff, y'all. Let's see. Yes. Thank you, Lady D Keys. I appreciate you. All right, y'all. That's really it. That's all my topics for today. We are late. Let's see. I was on for about 30 minutes, which is good. That's fine. Let's see. Leah said, Jaguar Wright has been saying this for years. Piers Morgan is simply more mainstream. She has been saying it for years, but I guess because it is Piers Morgan and it is mainstream, she felt like, you know what? Now's the time, child. I don't trust Jaguar's recollection. It's too vindictive for me. She's been saying this about a lot of people, not just Beyonce and Jay-Z. She's been saying it about The Roots. Y'all remember the band The Roots, which I think she actually sang background music for. She said horrible things about Mary J. Blige, Jill Scott, who else? Erykah Badu, her baby daddy, Andre 3000, Common. She made all kinds of horrible remarks about Common. And she's been on everybody's platform, from Tasha K to her own. So she absolutely has been saying all of these things before. But I guess, it's made its rounds to a platform that they have finally pushed the button on, especially since she was tying their actions in with P. Diddy's actions. And we all know that he is serving time, or not serving time until he gets to his court date. So they're definitely saying we don't want to be tied to this, and we will see what happens next. But yeah. So everybody, including Questlove. Yep. Everybody, including Questlove, child. All right. So that's pretty much it, y'all. That's the story. Those are the stories for today. I'll see what we can do for tomorrow. All right. My face looks like it's like I need some sleep. My eyes look puffy to me. Okay, you guys. So that's pretty much it. I appreciate everybody for coming in and rocking with me. Let me take this down. Let's see. Thank you so much, Review Hour. We will talk again on the next one. Everybody, make sure you're following me on all the platforms at DyanaRoZay. Also, again, continue prayers to Florida, Tampa. Everybody, I hope that you are safe and that we will all see each other again tomorrow. Check you out. Bye-bye.